If you have nothing to provide to someone, leave them alone. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to take this information and try to make people your friend. What's up, family? How y'all doing? We back. And we lit and we fresh and we feeling good and life is going great. The weather done changed. We down here in Florida. It's beautiful, man. I hope y'all ain't get too caught up in the hype and y'all living y'all life, man. And not letting these things out here in the world deter you from living your life. But I'm here because I got a dope ass topic, man, that I want to talk about. I'm so glad I thought to talk about this. And it's not a base, it's something I bet you never knew. I bet you never knew this. So it's about friendship, and this topic is about having friends, right? And what you've never known about having friends is what friendship means in cultures, and in one culture in particular. And what friendship sort of, what I would say, originated, and the purpose of having friends, right? The purpose of having friends. So I learned this understanding from the teachings of the Bach saga. Look up the Bach saga. It is about Eeyore Bach. To say the least, extremely fascinating. That's to say the least. But in this system that they express through the Bach saga about friendship, basically like at each age, or each growth period of you being a person or a child into adolescence, even into adulthood, you have different friends because different people have different attributes that you don't have, right? Example, you may be very good at physical ball games in sports, and you're the best in your village, or you're the best in your city, or the best in your town. And your best friend at this time, or what the Bach saga likes to call your tour friend, or your tour friend, or tour friend. Your tour friend is the person who is a mathematician, or he's smart in math. So you gain attributes from him on how to be good in math. And here he's going to gain attributes from you on how to be dope at physical sports. Now, he's never going to be you, and you're never going to be good as him at math. But these are attributes and growth things that you pick up from your friends. Your friend may be more brave than you are. Your friend may have purpose. You may not be as brave as your friend. You may not ever have the same purpose, but you learn these things through your tour friend. So I want to talk to y'all about some of my friends, right? And the things that I've honestly learned from having these friends throughout my progression. My first tour friend that I really didn't even recognize, but his name is Marcus. And I met Marcus when I was 2 and he was 3. And believe it or not, guys, we're still like this till this day. Like, we're like this. Like, that is my brother. I love him. Love him unconditionally, man. He a little fucking crazy, but growing up he was super, like when we were kids, he was super imaginative. Marcus was a kid who was his sister was way older than him, like 5, 6, 7 years older than him, Audra. So Marcus spent a lot of time playing alone. Plus, as little boys, we were really into wrestling. So, these characters and being Macho Man and Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, the Rockers, practicing these, Paul Bear with the like we was really into this stuff, man. But he was just way more imaginative, and hanging out with him was a lot more fun because of the shit that would come out of his head that he wanted to do. Like when he built a fort, it was a fort. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't no kid fort, man. Like this kid his brain was just, He just had a lot of time to think to his goddamn self. He was a lot of fun. He was like, well, that taught me to be more imaginative. Taught me to, I didn't even understand what imagination was when I met him. Obviously, I was 2. But even in our progression, like when I was like always at his house when I was like 7, 8, 9, like he was still just super imaginative. And I just wasn't anywhere on his level. You know what I'm saying? But I learned that from him because I'm very imaginative. Now, I'm never going to be him, but get what I'm saying. And I ain't going to try to go through no timeline, really. I'm going to just tell y'all about certain friends. My brother, Sean. Sean is a real tour friend, all right? Like a real tour friend, because what I learned from Sean is something that is one of the most valuable things that I have inside of me. Me and Sean were incarcerated together, and we were incarcerated together for some time. And the thing about him was he was facing a case that was really, I don't want to go too much into it, but it was just really unfair. Kind of, situation where you're just watching somebody being railroaded, where I didn't even know what kind of time I was going to get. I was just, in jail waiting trial and things like that. And he was just like peaceful and happy and regardless of his situation. And Sean was like a Christian brother and everything. I wasn't head on into Islam no more. I wasn't 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I had elevated past the understanding of Islam. It was good for me and beneficial to me greatly as a person, as a man, as a father, as a husband at the time. That time had surpassed me and my spirit as far as that particular religion group or whatever. Y'all know I'm against groups. I'm not in any group. Working on myself and facing 45 years in prison, I turned to Sean, and just, we would lean on each other, we pray with each other. But what interested him so much about me was I fought very hard to get a Quran, and I had a Bible. It took me months to get a Quran, y'all, but I got it when I was incarcerated. I would always read my Quran, and I would always talk about it, and show him like contrast between the Quran and the Bible, the Surah of Maryam, which is one of my favorite surahs, or is my favorite surah. And it just became a daily education thing. So with me being his tour friend and him being mine, what I was giving to him was this ability to be insightful, right? Because he's a Christian at this moment, at this particular juncture. He's a Christian. Unbeknownst to me, I wasn't trying to, but he converted to Islam. He converted to Islam because I think he understood that this is a journey of understanding. Sean was at the time like 26, 27, so he had spent time, years and years in this Christian thing, and he was going to adventure into another part of this pantheon of the religious three, which would be Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, this trinity. He was going to explore this trinity more. The ability to use your discernment and to take that discernment and go on an adventure. The spirit is doing that. The soul is doing that, right? So I learned from Sean how to be resilient, how to stand in what is real for me. I may have not deserved the time they were trying to give me, but I had made my own mistakes and I needed to stand in them and face them. And looking at someone who was in jail, who made no mistakes, and you're like, how are you here? In his spirit, in his beauty of a man, to not break, to not be broken, to not be miserable, was everything that I needed to see a person who considered me a friend, a person who gave me their food, their time, their conversation, be as resilient as I needed to be in these moments. And I gained that, and I garnered that, and I held that as hard as I could. But this is how you garner tour friends. One of my friends, Louis, me and Louis ain't friends no more, but he used to be my dearest friend. Like, this guy was like, shit, man, this guy still holds a special place in my growth, in my life. He holds a very special place in why I am Darius. Lou had a very rough go at being like a 17-year-old going into like being 25 like that. But watching him always keep everybody up, watching him keep 3-4 households smiling, visiting everybody, making sure everybody's straight, calling New York, calling everybody, like it was, making sure his dad he was just resilient, bro. Like, but he was also humble and very fun in the face of adversity and of certain no. That man could take a no better than any person I know in my life. He can't be rejected, really, Louis. He doesn't have that rejectatory kind of thing. Like, he doesn't, if a woman said no, he's gonna walk away. He's not gonna be, nah, bitch, you love me. Like, he's not crazy. I'm saying he handles rejection. He handles defeat. He handles, I tried my hardest to get this done, but it didn't get done. And it's not my fault, but I need this or shit's gonna be fucked up, but it didn't happen. Now shit's about to be fucked up. He handles moments like that very well. He handles moments like, I planned this out and the plan did not work. He's a person that don't fold. He don't, these are kind of men I was lucky enough to meet, you know what I'm saying, in my life. And Lou, definitely one of those men. I got a female friend who's younger than me, a lot younger than me. Her name is Alexi. And the one thing that makes her a tour friend, rest in peace, Stunner. I have a lot of friends who have been like up financially, done things in their past that when it came to being an adult, it benefited them. Being in the military, like, you do certain things in your past, which I call breadcrumbing. You do something today that's going to benefit you tomorrow. She is the prime example of that. She's the prime example of what it means to breadcrumb, to do something today that's going to help you tomorrow. A lot of you don't understand that. And it's not about saving money either. She knows she's the best breadcrumber that I know. That's what I learned from her. So yeah, man, these are the things that you have tour friends for, because you have to develop things that you don't have. If you have nothing to provide to someone, leave them alone. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to take this information and try to make people your friend. Shit just come natural. Things come natural, and you naturally learn. But do go into friendships understanding that there is something to learn from this person that you don't have. You don't have it all. I don't have it all. Like, for example, my confidence level is 75 trillion gazillion billion. It's not fake. I don't fucking prep it. I don't nothing. I don't need to show it to you. I don't need to be outwardly expressing it. But in there, I'm in there. Like, I'm in there. Like, we're in there. Like, hey guys. I high five everybody when I wake up. Hey, Darius, D Miles. What's up, Mr. Bethune? What's up, father? What's up, ex-husband? How you guys doing in this bitch? I'm not these other guys, man. I'm like all the way this. I'm all the way this shit. This shit smell real good right here. I'm all the way this shit. This 100. You know what I'm talking about? I know what this gonna do. I know what this gonna do. So y'all grow and take from y'all friends what y'all can. Because it's important. It's important. It's important to have a tour friend. Shit, my nigga Rico is the friend that he's going to come through for you. Like, ASAP. He is the show up when it's game time. That nigga ain't gonna be there if you need $16. I promise you. You can't call Rico. If you need 1,600, that nigga be like, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, man. I got you. I don't know how he does it. That's something I haven't learned from him yet, because I need that attribute from that nigga right there. We gotta learn that. Rico, fuck with me. Find y'all some tour friends. Same thing with my girl Chelsea. Resilient. Learn what you can learn from your friends, man. And embrace it that you don't know it. Embrace it. Look at you and say, I don't got that sauce, but can I have a little bit? I don't have these things. I didn't have those things before, but I've developed parts of these characteristics to help me become the Darius that I am. Y'all know what I say. Once we all up, it's stuck like that. Once we all up, it's stuck like that. Hold up. Once we all up, it's stuck. Once we all up, it's stuck.